Have a good day, everyone. So, this morning, the topic that I will discuss is all about the school policies and their functions. So, our course objective is to know the importance of school policies in school operation. We all know that schools are institutions motivated by a shared vision. Necessarily, school must have policies for them to realize their vision and mission. So we all know that every school has a vision and mission. So these policies are a reflection of the values of people who created them. Whatever policies formulated must rebound to the improved teaching and learning of learners, which is the very reason of the existence of schools. So first, what is school policy? So school policy, defined as the set of established expectations for specific behavior and norms within a school. And school policy are put in place to guide day-to-day functioning of the school as well as to make safe and effective place for learning. So, school policies are important, very important, because they help a school establish operating procedures and create standards of quality for learning and teaching, as well as set out expectation and accountability. Without this, schools would lack the structure and function necessarily to provide the educational needs of students. So one of the school policies in our school is DepEd Order 8 series of 2015. A learner who incurs absence of more than 20% of the prescribed number of class or laboratory periods during the school year or semester should be given a failing grade and not earn credits for the learning area or subject. Furthermore, the school head may, at her discretion, and in the individual case, exempt a learner who exceeds the 20% limit for reasons considered valid and acceptable to the school. The discretionary authority is vested in the school head and may not be available by the student or granted by a faculty member without the consent of the school head. So, the attendance is na-judiciary Act. This is what we call the DepEd Order 8 series of 2015. Dili ta makaingon nga nag-attendance sa simang para daghang mosulod, so na judicial appeal sa atoang school policies. So now let's proceed to the components for grades 1 to 10. So as we can see in the table, so in every category it has a different percentage. And in every components of in every category has a different percentage. Like in ARPAN and ESP, written works is 30%, performance task is 50%, quarterly assessment is 20%. And in science and math category, the components is written works 40%, performance task 40%, quarterly assessment 20%. MAPI, EPP and TLE, the written works is 20%, performance task is 60%, and the quarterly assessment is 20%. So, the total of in every category is 100%, but it is lahi sila og percentage. Now, let's proceed to the 10 essentials school policies. Example, attendance policy, bullying policy, cell phone policy, dress code policy, fighting policy, respect policy, student code of conduct, student discipline, student search and seizure policy, and substitute policy. So these are the 10 essential schools policies in every school. Now let's proceed to the policy on collection of contributions, or this is what we call PTA. So, cognizant of the need of an organization for adequate funds to sustain its operations, a duty recognized PTA may collect voluntarily financial contribution from members and outside implementation of its programs and projects exclusively for the benefits of the students and the school operates. So, the PTA is dili sila di sila pinugsanay kundi it is voluntarily. Dili para sa una na needed jud magbayad og PTE, but now we all know nga ang PTE is voluntarily na siya, dili na siya necessary. So, DepEd Order 54 series of 2019. So, first is PTE collection is voluntary. So, as I said minutes ago that PTE collection is not necessary but it is a voluntary. And the PTA program and project shall be in line with school improvement plan. So, ang katong mga nagbayad og mga PTA as voluntarily is dito lang to siya ikuan sa school improvement, dili na to siya maadto pa sa lain nga project kundi sa school or jud para ma-improve atong school. So the third one is the non-payment of the contribution by the parents shall not be a basis for non-admission or non-issuance of clearances. So, ang katudang PTE is lili gyud to siya kung dili ka makabayad og PTE is dili ka perman og clearance. No, this is not necessarily. So, four is the contribution must be per parent basis regardless of the number of the children. So, ang PTE po daw is dili siya by children. If, for example, kamo is daghan mo na eskwela sa high school. So, by parent naman ang bayo nun, and voluntarily ra pa jud is isa ra to ka barya nun inyo ha maski 5 mo ka estudyante. So, 5 is no collection shall be done during the enrollment period. So, before ta mo makasulod sa school, mag-enroll man gyud ta no. So, dili gina siya necessarily pod nga collectionan tayong tao PTA sa enrollment time. And we go to number 6. No school personnel shall be involved in such collection activities. So, kani nga PTA is wala gyud ni nag-involve sa mga school personnel or kanang mga teachers. But the number 7 is the only a PTA treasurer. So, the PTA treasurer is allowed for the safekeeping and the disbursement of collection. So, no school personnel ang ma-involve sa collection, sa PTA collection, but only the PTA treasurer. So, now let's proceed to the PTAs are prohibited from interfering in the academic and administrative management and operations of the school and DepEd, engaging in partisan political activity within school premises, operating a canteen, school supply store, or being a concessionaire thereof inside the school, selling insurance, pre-need plans, or similar programs to students and or their parents. PTA officers and members of the board of directors are prohibited from collecting salaries, honoraria, or other forms of compensation from any of the funds collected by or received by the PTA. PTA shall have no right to disburse or charge any fees or service fees percentage. If no case, a PTA of any of its officer call upon the students and teachers of purposes of investigation or disciplinary action. So that's all my topic all about. And the next slide, reports will be discussed by my companion, Binibining Ronquillo. So before I will end this discussion, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, just message me directly. Thank you for listening.